Hello, everyone, and welcome to 100 Football Sports Talk Radio. I'm your host, Logan Landers, and today I'm going to talk about why and what has made Joe Burrow so special for the Bengals this season. As you all know, the Bengals will be representing the AFC in the Super Bowl in just it's on February 13th. Today is currently February the 2nd, so in 11 days, we will see Joe Burrow in the Super Bowl. Looking to make history, right? We know he's got the Heisman, we know that he's got the national championship, and now he is going for it all to get a Super Bowl, right? In just a 2 to 3 year span, which is incredible. And before I get into this, right, if you enjoy this video, if you enjoy this podcast episode, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We go live twice a week on Facebook and YouTube on Mondays and Wednesdays. We have amazing live episodes of draft prospects, recruiting specials, history specials, legends interviews, so on and so forth. We also have amazing podcast reach anywhere you can listen to podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, you name it. We are over there on Instagram at 100 Football. We have clips of all of our shows, and we thank all of the love and support you guys have been giving us, all the amazing comments on Facebook and YouTube. It means a lot. But Joe Burrow, right? Drafted in 2020, number one overall pick by the Bengals, played in just a few games, right? Played in only 10 games before we know he had that major knee surgery. But up till that point, right, had a pretty solid year. 65% completion percentage, 2,688 yards, 13 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. And the thing that got him hurt the most, he got sacked 32 times. Now, let's be real, everyone, right, going into the draft, the Bengals, right, they still didn't have the best record. They were saying, well, you got Penei Sewell, you got Jamar Chase. Those are pretty much the two guys it looked like they were going to go after. A lot of people were saying go after Penei Sewell, right? Who's now with the Lions doing his thing. You can get someone to protect Joe Burrow. That way he won't have to be hurt again. Well, they went with Jamar Chase, his old running mate in LSU, right? Former Tigers, go Tigers. And look what the young man has done this year. Jamar Chase has been an absolute superstar for the Bengals. And when I say that, I don't take it lightly because he has looked absolutely amazing. In the regular season, 81 catches for 1,455 yards and 13 touchdowns in his first season and as a Bengal. In the playoffs, he's been doing his thing too. But him, T. Higgins, Joe Mixon, Boyd, Uzoma, all of those guys on the offense, they run through Joe Burrow. And he played in 16 games this year of the possible 18. He had a 70% completion percentage, 4,611 yards, 8.9 average per threat, right? He had 14 interceptions, 34 touchdowns. But the one thing, though, is he was sacked 51 times. Now, we also, in the playoffs, right, we know against the Titans in the divisional round, he was sacked 9 times. A little bit of cause for concern, right? Then against the Chiefs, he's only sacked once. So you got to hope, right, in the Super Bowl, that the offensive line for the Bengals really comes to play because they were down 18 at one point. Led the comeback on, the heart and soul of the Bengals, but also some bad effort, some bad plays called by the Chiefs, but that's what good teams do, and that's why the Bengals are representing the AFC in the Super Bowl. They took advantage of their opportunities. They have an amazing kicker with McPherson, and with Burrow leading the team down the field, they look like they can't be beat, honestly. And just the confidence, the swagger, whatever you want to call it, that he has right now, it's infectious, right? It's getting to the locker room, to the fans, the coaches with Zach Taylor. And that's what's made Joe Burrow so special, is to come off of a major surgery, right, to his leg, that for some guys we thought it could have derailed his career. We all hoped coming into this season that he would be back at 100%. He's playing at 110%, right? He's looking like he did back in LSU when he won the Heisman. He looks great. He's leading his team to something special, and he has a chance to win a Super Bowl at the young age of 25, going to be 26 in December of this year. But fourth in the league in passing for passing yards, sixth in the league for passing yards, eighth in touchdowns. I mean, that's if he can win the Super Bowl, how far does he move up for that quarterback ranking, right, that everyone likes to play? Is he in your top 5, in your top 10? Leave a comment, let me know. If he wins the Super Bowl, does that bump him up above somebody? But just the way that Burrow's played this year, coming off of an injury, still with pretty poor offensive line play, honestly, with the superstar talent around him, he's been able to take, an underdog team that they don't like to be called that, but everyone calls them that, to for a team that hadn't won a playoff game since the 90s. I mean, that's 30 years without winning one single playoff game, and now they're on this magical run, just one win away from a Super Bowl. I mean, they haven't been able to do that with any other quarterback in the last 30 some odd years. So Joe Burrow's got something to do, got something special right now. He could get a Super Bowl to Cincinnati, and for a team who back when they drafted him, right, the season before, or the season of, they only had 4 wins on the season. Just 4 wins. And now you look at them. Yeah. So in 2020 they were 4-11, and just the way that they were able to rally around Joe and help out the team and look great. It's amazing. It's for a team that had 4 wins just 2 seasons ago, picking number 1 overall, picking this man in 2020 in the draft in that April, to now just 1 win away from a Super Bowl championship for the city, for the team, for Cincinnati, for the Bengals. It's outstanding. It's amazing. It's outstanding. It's astonishing. Whatever adjectives you can describe it as, the Bengals have something special right now, and I can't wait to see how they perform in the Super Bowl. So that's what I think what has made Joe Burrow so special this year for the Bengals. It's his leadership. It's the adversity he faced coming back from a major injury. And it's just the confidence that he brings to the field each and every snap that has helped the Bengals get to where they are at the moment of February the 2nd, right before the Super Bowl. So we'll see how they do. So if you enjoyed this video here, or this episode of the podcast here today, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We go live on Facebook and YouTube Mondays and Wednesdays. We have amazing live content, right? We have draft prospects, history specials, recruiting specials, anything and everything football related, pretty much we have it on the show. And if you haven't checked out the podcast, pretty easy to do so. Go over to any major, or really any podcast streaming platform, thanks to the Believe Podcast Network, by the way, on Spotify, on Apple, on iTunes, at Amazon, Overcast, anywhere, and you will find our show at 100 Football, getting close to 700 episodes now on the podcast. We just hit over 1,000 live videos on YouTube, and if I had to guess, man, over 1,000 plus. I don't know where to begin on Facebook. So there's a ton of great content. Please go back, check out some evergreen videos, which is basically just a fancy term, right, for saying that it's videos that you can go back and watch, like all of our amazing history specials that our guy, Mr. Football, Vincent Turner, does, talking about. We did one about the 1992 Houston Oilers today, so go check that one out, along with all of his other amazing history specials, all the other great interviews we've had with former Super Bowl champions, college football champions, amazing broadcasters, or just former players, whether it's high school, college, or in the NFL. Please go over and check us out. I've been your host this morning, Logan Landers. You've been listening to why I think Joe Burrow has been so special for the Bengals and what has made him so special. We'll see if they can get the Super Bowl in just next week, on next Sunday, on February 13th. So we'll see how they can do. But this has been all the time I got. So you guys have a great day, and we will talk to you again on another live.